As it turns out, they're not 8-foot trees. They're supposed to be 8-foot trees. They're 6 to 8. And he said these are more like 6.5. If they grow 3 feet a year, which is optimistic, I'm losing a year by getting 6.5 instead of 8. And if you count that dinky little foot at the end, it's really like not even 5 feet. What are you gonna do? I mean, I was gonna go down to McMinnville and pick out my own trees, and I called on a Thursday. She said she had plenty of 8-footers. I called on Monday. She said we don't have any. So I just left it up to these guys to find them, and that's what they found. So it is what it is. I can't be everywhere, and these guys have been doing it for a long time, so. So I asked them, what's just the way into this wildflower field that would be the least destructive to the wildflowers, even though they're only going to be here for a month and they'll be gone and there'll just be nothing down here. But this is the prettiest time of the year down here. Look at this. Look at this.
Better than that. You worried about deer rubbing them? Good possibility.
You think they'll ruin them?
I would do something like August next year.
Next year?
This year. Yeah, this year.
So
When they start rutting, they will.
they'll go after it? What should I use? What do you recommend?
I'd put a little fence post or something around them. Just stretch something there just to deter them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They've got a lot of limbs on it, but they'll still knock them off.
Oh dear.
I've seen them
There's just too many.
on my old farm rubbing trees as big as them right there.
Wow.
Of course, they were big old deer too.
Do you plant it in the burlap?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we need to leave that, but we'll take some off the top of it there.
I see. Is that wire?
Yeah, we'll leave that too.
Okay.
It won't hurt nothing.
Okay.
If you take all that burlap off and you take that wire off,
What happens?
and it comes a big flood,
Uh-huh.
big rain, that root ball will just melt.
Oh yeah.
And then you won't have nothing there but roots.
Okay. And it'll die because it's not holding on to
There's
anything.
nothing. A pine tree doesn't have those, what I call hair roots.
Oh really?
You know, it's all fairly big roots,
Yeah.
and there's just nothing there to hold the dirt on there. So I would suggest leaving that on there.
But eventually the pine tree does get those roots, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You straighten that cedar tree out yonder. That's what I was shooting off of. Everything else is blowing, trying to get some sunlight, and that cedar tree stand over there just straight as stick.
Which one are you looking at? That one?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if mine now.
It sure is.
Mine might be there. Is it any better?
Little.
I got a big one in the truck down there if we need it.
What do you think about this soil?
All
Good
right.
soil.
I could put that in the sun and turn that into a brick.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good for trees, right? Because it holds the moisture, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good dirt.
sharp. Nice.
Are these candles?
Yes. We're putting on some new there before long. It's going good.
It's very pretty. I've never had one.
I'd say they weigh a little over 100.
Just 100? Oh. And you were saying this is the caliper
Yeah.
trunk?
They call it calipers. That's about a 2-inch caliper trunk.
Okay. This big one right there is an oak,
I'm
a
pretty
red
sure that's
oak.
a red oak.
Red oak.
That
Wait, that one.
white one right in there, that's a hackberry.
Which one?
The one that's in between them two, it's got the white looking bark on it.
And then that's a hackberry behind it.
Yep,
Yeah. And I don't know what that dead one is there. Is that a cedar?
that's a cedar.
Yeah. I've got a lot of dead
That-
cedars. Look at all those dead
That
cedars.
big thing back there is a mock orange.
Really? I never even heard of
hedge
that.
apple. You ever heard of hedge apple?
Hedge apple?
They got them big apples on them.
No. I never heard of that. Well, that's actually on their property, so I guess it's none of my business, right?
It's one of the hardest
It's one of the what? Hardest?
woods in Tennessee.
Orange wood? Yeah, I've heard that before.
If you can get it cut with a chainsaw, it makes really good firewood.
Wow.
But it's just like cutting through a piece of iron.
Wow. You better have a sharp blade, right? What you think of the weather here? You've been doing landscaping your whole life in Tennessee.
Yep, 40 years. But it is really paying a toll on our landscaping because of our winters are getting shorter and our springs are pretty much dissipating. We're just not having much for spring. In December, and it flash dropped. I think it flash dropped, 50, 60 degrees, and it has really hurt. I don't think a lot of it is going to die. I think people are getting a little bit antsy and wanting to yank them out. Oh, my shrubs are dead, but they need to be patient. Just hang in there. There's going to be some stuff that's going to die. Yeah, absolutely. I think if they'll just bear with them, give them a little bit of time, a lot of it's going to come back out.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to kind of adjust if this is no spring and short winters and
I don't know
long
how
hot
we
summers.
can. I don't know how we can adjust. We can't do anything about the temperature. But our winters are definitely getting shorter.
While he's coming up here, I want you to tell me that story about Opryland because that was amazing.
Yeah, I worked at the Grand Ole Opry House for 22 years, and I worked at Opryland for 18. And we had eastern white pines planted all around the Opry House. That was planted from day one, from 1972, and they had done grown to be, they were some of them probably 20, 22, 24-inch diameter calipers of trunks. They were tall trees, 40, 50, 60 feet tall. And we had a little straight line wind come through one night, and I noticed all this debris when I was getting closer to work, and I said, I believe we've had a storm. So I drove around to the front of the plaza of the Opera House, and we had 21 eastern white pines planted on our second level there, and 20 of them was on the ground.
Wow.
We had a mess.
And you said it was open that day, and you had to get them out of the
That
way?
was on a Tuesday, and we have Opry on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and we had to get all that cleaned up before the guests arrived at 7 o'clock.
You must have called everybody in your phone book.
I had everybody there working.
Hey, he just said my pecan tree's not dead. That's fantastic. Okay, well let's see. Let's check the other one.
It's green too. I can see it from here.
Oh my goodness. Well, what about the third one? You're right, but see, look at this fire ant hill. See this fire ant hill?
Them ain't gonna happen.
No, I got to get rid of those.
I don't know how you can.
Well, I got some stuff called Come and Get It. Oh my gosh, look at this. I've got green.
I'm afraid if you put so much stuff to kill your ants, you might kill your tree.
No, it's non-toxic. Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, so what I was gonna do, this is a nice flat area here. You're right.
That's great.
Oh my golly, that looks like a shelf.
You want to change your mind?
Yeah, I mean that's.
You can dress that back up.
We got lucky on the first two. But like you said, farther up the hill,
Farther up
you gotta
hill,
run
more
into
rock
rocks.
You gonna have.
Yeah.
I'd say if we dug a hole right there where that flowers, that would probably go down.
Yeah.
You may rather have that than have the vine tree.
No, I got plenty of those. If we have to waste it, then that's okay. But I was thinking like
Yeah, we come down there.
right there.
Yeah.
Have we got enough brown stuff to fill it in?
I think so. I can get him down there.
That one looks just a little bit taller. Aren't they? I wish you were putting in 20 of them. I really do. You don't think this storm today will hurt the trees, do you?
Good.
Okay. I was hoping that was not a 1-foot stump in there.
It'll be bigger than you think.
Okay. Sounded like a rock. I honestly didn't imagine it was anything like that. Really appreciate him doing that. Can you imagine how many sprouts would come off of that?
When you cut one down, there'll be 100 come to the funeral.
100. Wow.
Same way with a locust. You cut a locust down, do the same thing.
Again?
Mistletoe, see it right in the middle of it?
Right there?
About 15 feet from the top, that
Yeah.
dark green spot, that's mistletoe.
Wow. Right there. I would never have known that. I thought maybe it would be a nest or something.
No, that's mistletoe. It grows on high.
Oh, I hope it's an elm. You almost need a bigger excavator, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They bought that
Can you imagine if I hadn't gotten that out of there? That would be giving me sprouts from now till I leave here. Got too much dirt on it to burn it.
You'll get some of it off.
Okay.
You pick it up there and shake it.
Okay. That's good looking dirt though, isn't it?
Yeah. A whole lot better than that right up there.
I should plant something there. I didn't realize it was a huge stump. I just thought it was a bush, Bradford pear, but it was coming off of a previously cut down tree. And everybody that's ever planted those pretty much regrets it now. So they kindly dug it out for me, and dropping it off, it's going to get burned. I actually told him to, asked him if he would bring it back and put it in my burn pile, and he very kindly did. Storm tonight, folks. Look at this thing. It's an anthill. This is the original tree. These are all the sprouts coming up. It's alive, but this one's dead. So, it didn't make it. That's as dead as... Yeah. Yeah. Look at that beautiful line of peas there. I watered last night and it's going to rain tonight, so hopefully that's good. Some wildflower seeds, rake them in, and cover them with grass, and then it'll get rained in tonight. I just watered this and I scattered seeds, wildflower seeds, and I'm taking all the clippings from yesterday, and I've got about almost a quarter of it covered, and I've got to wet it as I go so that it doesn't blow away. But it's going to rain tonight, so I think I've got enough clippings to cover this whole thing. Okay, I got it done just in time. Look at that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It looks a little brown in the camera, but it's actually pretty green where I watered it. I didn't get a chance to water it all, but the rain is coming, so. See? Oh, this took longer than I thought, but I'm so excited about the potential.